Welcome to another edition of the Styles Cast. This is episode 8. It's me, Styles, right here. It's a lot. It's a lot to get into today, man. I know I did a episode 7, like 2 weeks ago. So, man, sports be moving quick, so a lot be happening. We finally got a move in the NBA, the big move though. We talked about the last episode with LeBron, but we'll get to that. I know I want to talk about the Cubs first because baseball is here. The trading deadline is here as well. It's coming up this week, so it's a lot to touch on. So yeah, no, without further ado, let's get right into it. The Cubs are at home right now. They're playing the Yankees, looking to take 2 of 3 right now. Yeah, it's been a pretty decent week, if I would say so myself. They started the week out in St. Louis. I know last week I was talking about, 2 weeks ago I should say, I was talking about the tough the little stretch they gonna have with the Tigers. They lost the Tigers series, but they went to Pittsburgh. They beat the Pirates. They took 2 of 3, and then you also went to St. Louis. You took 3 or 4 from the Cardinals. So you beating your divisional rivals. You finding ways to win games, and I can't complain about that. I can't complain about that. And then the $35 million boy, Alex Bregman, Mister $70 million deferred. I literally forgot about that, and I got upset again. But he's been hidden. He's been hidden. I'm gonna give him his credit. He's been hidden. The one thing I want to see, I wanted to see you do that versus a good team. I saw Cubs fans got horny. When Swanson played the Mets and he went crazy versus the Mets, they got so horny off of that. They're getting horny off Bregman. He went crazy versus the Cardinals. Like I said, I want to see you versus a good team. I want to see you in those big spots versus a good team. I want to see you execute and come through for the team. You paid the big dollars, so I want to see you do that. But yeah, so what the Cubs, they took 3 or 4 from the Cardinals. Now they're looking to take 2 or 3 from the Yankees. With the trade deadline, I approaching quickly. As we saw yesterday, Tariq Skubal was traded to the Dodgers. Yes, I know. And then you got people, crying about it, But like I always say, I'll never hate on the Dodgers, bro. I'll never hate on the Dodgers. I respect what they do. Um, other teams are scared to make moves, man. Other teams are scared to make moves. Other teams are scared to pay players. The Dodgers aren't scared to do anything. They just want to win. They're looking for that three-peat. Me personally, I don't care. I'm not afraid. I like just like any other sport. You still got to lace them up, put your shoes on, get your glove ready, get your bat ready. You still got to play the team. So if the Cubs are ready to play, we let's get to it. I'm not really worried about all that. But that's a great trade. Now, what I'm curious about who the Cubs will be trading for. As far as pitching, I know they said they're looking for either 2 starters and a reliever, or a reliever and a starter. I know they're looking for pitching because as Cubs, they need to get pitching and plenty of it. As you saw, they drafted a lot of pitchers this past draft they just had a couple weeks back. So it's all about pitching. A couple guys that I like and I hope that we get. Definitely Freddie Peralta. I'm definitely interested in Freddie Peralta. He's having a down year with the Mets. I think if he gets on the Cubs, I think he can be pretty decent. Jose Soriano with the Angels, I think he would be a pretty decent pickup as well. Now I see everybody on Twitter, they're horny talking about Ross Detmeyer, or Detmer. I'm sorry, not Meyer, but Detmer on the Angels, the lefty. Now my only thing with that is they're talking about the prospect. You have to trade, and when they start doing the prospect trading and they start doing all this team control stuff, that stuff really annoys me. All the team control, all the nerd talk. I can't take it because I think if you're trading for if you're trading your top prospects, I think you need to get like a quality piece, Not no, we seen it before with the Jose Quintana trade where everybody saluted it because he had team control, but he didn't do anything with the Cubs like that. Nothing really. So we gonna see what what pitchers. I know they've been linked to Kevin Gausman too, from the Blue Jays. So I'll be interested in that as well. I wish we can get Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan would be a cool pickup. He would be a cool guy to trade for. But with the AL Central not being too good, the Twins still got a chance to to win the division, or at least try to make the playoffs, at least between the division and the playoffs. Well, the wild card spot, I should say. So those are the guys that are on the market right now. The Cubs actually did something crazy this week, and I was actually shocked, but I was actually also happy about it. They designated Jamison Talion for assignment this week, so AKA they cut him. So he was in the last year of his deal. And dude just been getting rocked. Every time you put the Cubs game on and he starts, and you gotta just you just know he's gonna give up some home runs. And his last start he just had with the Cubs, he got served up, giving up hella home runs. And next they moved on. That's one thing I will give Jed credit for this year. He does have a quick trigger with these pitchers. If it's not panning out, he ends up releasing you. Now, one thing I also will say about these Cubs, they have been annoying me because they had Talion starting over Javier Assad, and I feel like Javier Assad has been disrespected all year. He hasn't got any respect. He didn't even make the team out of training camp or spring training, whatever you want to call it. He didn't make the team out of spring training. So that's an issue. I feel like Assad needs to have more respect. I feel like he's been so reliable for the Cubs these last couple of years. Any role you need him to fulfill, he's fulfilling those roles, and he's always stepping up for us. So I salute that about Assad. Let's see who we end up getting in this trade deadline. I hope it's some impactful pieces that can really help this team. As we all know, they probably won't catch the Brewers, so it's all about you just maintaining that number one seed for the wild card spot and trying to host a wild card game at home. Now, in other baseball news, as I said yesterday, the Dodgers traded for Tariq Skubal, and now they'll probably be the favorites to win. And that comes. I'm just mentioning this because this comes at the potential look at a lockout of next year. With baseball, I know the owners are really pushing for a salary cap for baseball. Do I want a salary cap? No. Do I think they need one? No. I just think the owners need to stop being cheap and spend money. That's all. You can't crucify the Dodgers for wanting to win. So salute to the Dodgers for getting Skubal. And we may not see baseball next year. We may not see it. But yeah. Enough with baseball. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. What people really they come to the show to hear about some NBA talk. So we finally got some news with LeBron James. He just announced it this week that he will be signing with the Philadelphia 76ers. Was I shocked? Kind of, sort of. I was like, yeah. It just did. I know the media was just kept pumping Cleveland. And it just didn't make sense for him to go to Cleveland. It's just not a good fit. And he's looking to win. So if you're looking to win, you're not going to win with D. Mitch and James Harden. All due respect, you're not going to win with those guys. So he looked at what the Sixers did this all season as just getting Jaylen Brown just a couple weeks back. Man, he's like, hey, and LeBron ain't about to deal with the West no more. He tired of messing with. Wemby, the OKC, he tired of that, so he wanted come back east and try to push his try to get that ring, that next ring. Man, the thing with that is I do like the move. I do like I do like this team together. My only thing is if they do win a ring, the nasty narratives that Klutch Camp gonna push. About LeBron being the GOAT. Will he be the GOAT if he wins in Cleveland? I mean in Philly. I'm not saying all that. I'm not saying that, but some people will say that. So It's you look up now too. The East is kind of stacked now officially. Like it's kind of stacked. I don't even know how to how to rank those that top eight because now I'm thinking like man the the Pacers, the Magic, the Hawks, those teams may be bottom seed teams now, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the standings look. When it's time to go. Now, one thing I really want to put out there for y'all, and I really want y'all to think about this. I'm gonna just put this in the air. Something I'm thinking about is yes, potentially, LeBron. Yeah, as we know, he's clutch. So LeBron will mess around and ship niggas out when he needs to. LeBron will ship niggas out when he needs to. And one thing I am keeping in mind, keeping it in the back of my head, is LeBron shipping out Joel Embiid for Anthony Davis. Yes, I want y'all to keep this in mind. Anthony Davis still hasn't signed a contract extension with the Wizards. He's looking for a contract extension. Should they pay him? Hell no. I'm not paying no Anthony Davis. I'm not paying Anthony Davis nothing. I'm not giving him no kind of contract extension. I need to see him play 82 games before I pay that nigga. That's always hurt. That nigga sneeze and he get a back strain. So I'm not paying that nigga, man. But I want y'all to keep that in mind, man. I can definitely see it. I'm not sure when, but it could be January, it could be February. I can see it. It's just something I'm keeping in the back of my mind. I can see AD ending up with LeBron in Philly, and it'd be a clutch party. Because if y'all keeping up with the Clutchers, got the head coach Nick Nurse, clutch, starting point guard Tyrese Maxey, clutch, LeBron James, clutch. Hey, you know what they just did? KCP, Contavious Caldwell Pope just got bought out by the Grizzlies, and he's a clutch member as well. He signed to clutch, and you know what? You know where he playing at next year? Philly. So it's clutch Philly at this point right now. So I just want y'all to keep that in mind. We're gonna see how the season shakes out. Season should be here before you know it. So that's just something to keep in mind. That Sixer team definitely the favorite to come out East. I think this year, as of on paper right now, I think that team is favored to come out. So we will keep that in mind and see what's what. Now let's move on to the NFL. Training camp is underway. We still waiting to see how's everything shaking out. Fantasy football is on the way, so it's like the best time of the year right now. The Bears have started camp. High expectations for the Bears, as you all know. We got a quarterback, we got a franchise quarterback. So every single season it's winning time. So we're gonna see the next step Caleb takes in his pursuit of legendary greatness. And I'm just excited for the football season to get going. Opening the season versus the Panthers. So yeah, we gonna see how that all shakes out. But besides that, man, that was just a quick rundown of what's going on in the sports world here at the Styles Cast. Thank y'all for tuning in. As I always say, make sure y'all follow me on Twitter. I got Styles. And keep sharing the page, keep liking and subscribing, and I'll see y'all for episode 9.